What do you think is special about the IPM curriculum and atmosphere which makes it stand out from the other integrated MBA programs?
See, IPM is generally considered or misunderstood as a as an BBA or BMS equivalent, right? While it is totally not. BBA is, I consider at least BBA at a much lower level of degrees. BBA, BMS are much inferior because they focus on a very specific kind of theme. uh, IPM takes four major streams as the lead thinking or lead teaching prospects: economics, mathematics, statistics, and information technology. So these four are extensively covered, one subject each term, nine subjects during minimum nine subjects during the first 3 years. And after that, there are social sciences like psychology, political science, sociology, philosophy, which are covered. Then there are foreign languages. And beside that, there is a host of other subjects, physical activities, dance, drama, kind of fine arts also. I think BBA is not comparable to this because BBA doesn't have that much scope for the mathematics statistics, at least the depth. So IPM tries to create a depth with certain areas focus. Obviously, we have some other subjects like management, law, and accounting kind of subjects also, right? So that is where the overlap, perceived overlap with the BBA thing. But we have much more depth in Ecomaths Stats IT, right? And the basic purpose of IPM is to create that kind of depth in people that they can not only survive but compete with the PGP level when they reach the final 2 years. And you are a student, I am sure that you must have looked at the profile. In the first batch onwards, we have had IPM students who have been among the top 10, top 25, disproportionately representing IPM in the top ranks of the whole class of IPM plus PGP. Same is with the placements also, same is with the CATs also.
That is a very concise answer, so thank you for that. So coming to the second question, what do you think are the founding principles and major aspects of the IPM program?
See, uh, foundational philosophy of IPM was that since 2004-5, every IIM was progressively facing the same question, that we do not have enough diversity in the class. No matter what kind of test you create, the typical engineers will crack that. Uh, and therefore we tried introducing the sectional time limits so that engineers are capped for mathematics at 1 hour and they have to spend 1 hour in verbal definitely and so on. Nothing was working. I am Ahmedabad in 2008 with the computerized CAT. Started with some extra marks for gender, some extra marks for commerce background, and so on. Kozhikode took that to another level. They started giving huge marks for gender and commerce background, and so on. All of these are forced measures and do not necessarily do justice to the classroom composition plus the merit of the CAT crackers. So I fortunately joined IIM Indore in 2010, and at that time this kind of discussion had just started, and I witnessed that discussion unfolding in the faculty meetings, where we decided that we have to correct the input failure at the previous level, the input level itself, rather than at the output level of CAT. Everybody tries to correct the PGP class at the post CAT level. We wanted to correct it pre CAT level, which was the graduation level. Right? This is not very well understood by most people. So, how do you correct the diversity deficit at the pre CAT level? Take some good and capable people, and train them extensively on those things which are desired by the market and not necessarily possessed by the engineering crowd. Right. Another thing, the gender balance in IPM is a lot better than the PGP classes, primarily because after 12th, parents generally don't feel like sending their daughters. So engineering coaching is not extensively given to girls the way it is given to boys. Resource expenditure plus sending to quota and so on doesn't happen with girls. That is one problem. Second, engineering colleges themselves have deficiency of female candidates. So our pool has lesser female candidates. IPM after 12th, commerce background, girls cracking the IPM exam automatically brings in a lot of women candidate into the pool. So we don't have to do anything special. We don't have to give somebody a special treatment, right? We just have to find out the right kind of mix where people are. So we tapped those two things. And therefore the program design. Obviously, we experimented a lot with the program design in the initial years, and we decided that we have to have two things. One is the technical aspect, therefore the IT, mathematics, statistics focus, and second is social science understanding. So engineers have the first part, the technicals, they don't have the social science understanding. Now, BBA, BMS, arts graduate have the social science focus. They don't know the technical part. And IPM, therefore, is the unique proposition which brings in the technical as well as the social science understanding. So, the best of the mix of both. We experimented a lot in finding out this good mix of courses and design, but 3 years down the line, we were able to consolidate that position into the present day course mix of IPM.
That is an amazing story, sir. Thank you so much for letting us know about how the IPM was actually founded. So, just a follow up question to that, sir. You've been there since its inception, as you just said. So, how has IPM evolved over time since it started, and how have the students reacted to it?
First batch had some 7,000, 8,000 test takers. We selected 120 people. Uh, they were kind of very bright kids, and everybody thought that this is IIM, so nothing can go wrong. Actually, we realized a lot of things were going wrong. So, because managing new faculty, managing new courses, managing new kids, residents, everything was a challenge. Uh, and it's a different level which nobody has ever tried. So, there was a learning curve. The IPM first batch was very bright, did exceptionally well. I am still in touch with many of them uh, over phone, over their visits to campus, and so on. Second batch did well, but the enthusiasm in the market was a little thin because that just because it is an IM and it offers anything the industry will lap up, that is not going to happen. So the lapping up of the industry was not easy, and we had to actually struggle hard in making the industry understand that this is a worthwhile student product, this is a worthwhile student crowd, and we take the guarantee that nothing will go wrong. And fortunately for us, the students proved that nothing will go wrong. Initially, there were very bright kids who were experimenting. We were experimenting. Over time, IPM has stabilized a lot. We have a stream of courses, a stream of faculty from not only IIM Indore, but other places, other IIMs, best of the universities in India also, from where people come and teach specific courses. So over the years, we have been able to stabilize this a lot. And therefore, we are able to experiment a lot more boldly in the experimentation. And just to tell you the idea of the kind of diversity we have been able to offer over the years, see, I have listed a lot of activities, this, that. For uh, I myself teach or taught rather a course in IPM, which is Nature Watch, where we go to one campus walk, one and three different walks to three different places in the city of Indore. One is a hiking trail, one is a water body, another is the habitat, the captured curated habitat, and we do this four field visit workshop at different places. And the purpose is basically to identify trees, birds, snakes. I myself have learned snake catching for all that and handled snakes. So a lot of things have evolved that way, where a lot of experimentation, diversity of courses, diversity of ideas is available. I'm hoping that by the time your batch reaches second year or third year, I will offer, or I'm hoping or planning to offer a course in business planning, an extensive hands-on kind of workshop with B plan, right? And this is only me. Obviously, there are 100 plus faculty members here, and every once in a while, you will get very interesting ideas. For example, there is a course on understanding China. I'm sure that barely anyone in India is teaching that kind of understanding or doing business with China kind of courses, which are extremely important, right? Uh, we have multiple languages going on, multiple different kind of courses coming up. So over the years, we have been able to offer a great basket of courses. And if industry validation is anything, we have made the not only the recruiters, but the education industry, the peers of IIM itself are forced to offer an IPM kind of course, without which their basket is not considered complete anymore. Ranchi, Bodh Gaya have already announced, Rohtak has already started. I'm sure that others are also joining the program soon. Right, so that's the validation itself. More than 20,000 students are taking the exam now, which is another validation of the faith of the people in the program design. Yes, please like and subscribe to his channel because I will talk to him more.